Lakewood has been your go-to source for transmission and traction components since the 1960s. They also have the expertise when it comes to adapting your Gen 3 Hemi to a variety of transmissions. If you prefer banging the gears manually, Lakewood has plenty of options to choose from, whether it's a 3, 4, 5, or even 6-speed transmission you plan to put behind your Gen 3 Hemi. Lakewood's LK7000K Bell Housing allows you to put a Mopar 3 or 4-speed or even a Ford-style TKO TKX trans behind that Gen 3 Hemi. Or if you prefer a modern version with the smooth feel of a hydraulic throwout bearing, the LK7200K is just the ticket. Bolt an LK7100K to your Gen 3 Hemi and you'll be banging the gears of a T56 or Magnum in no time at all. We even offer an option for mounting up the TR6060 transmission using our LK7400K Bell Housing kit. All these Bell Housings simply bolt on to the corresponding transmissions. If you're considering installing GM's 4L80 or 4L85 transmission behind your Gen 3 Hemi, but you're worried that it's too complicated and expensive, look no further than Lakewood's cast aluminum bell housing kit. The kit does require cutting and removing the factory bell housing from the transmission in order to facilitate the adapter bell. While this may sound like a job that's way above your pay grade, relax. It can all be done in your garage with hand tools that you probably already own. You don't need a mill or an expensive CNC machine. It can all be done with ordinary hand grinder or cutoff wheel. Instructions walk you step by step through the whole process, showing you where and how to make the cut. Be sure to seal off any orifices or openings to prevent grinding dust from getting into your transmission. And be sure to take your time. Remember, you can always take more material off, but it's not as easy to put it back on. Once the factory bell housing has been cut off, finish grinding the surface to just below the pump face. Remove all 7 bolts from the pump and clean the pump surface with a scuff pad or wire brush to remove any rust and debris. Test fit the Lakewood bell housing and make sure that there's no interference between the case and the bell once it's installed. Next, locate the M8 by 80 mm cap screws supplied in the kit and push them through your bell housing pump holes. These will be your new pump bolts. Before you install the bell, apply a bead of RTV silicone around each of the bolts to create a seal between the bell housing and the pump. Now install the bell housing over the pump housing and onto your transmission. Torque the pump bolts in a crisscross pattern to 20 foot-pounds. Finish the installation by installing the flex plate and torque converter of your choice. Before you install your flex plate though, the block plate will need to be put on the engine. When choosing a flex plate, we suggest the Hayes 11-021. When it comes to a converter, we recommend using a Circle D Specialties torque converter with a billet cover that matches the OEM NAG1 or 8 HP converter pattern. The Lakewood LK7500K Bell Housing has dual starter pockets that allow you to choose which side the starter mounts to, and the included inspection panel and starter block-off plates help keep the road debris out. Don't forget to beef up your transmission with the Shift Plus Shift Improver and keep it all cool with a new Transpan from B&M. Thanks to Lakewood, installing the transmission of your choice has never been easier. Visit us at Holley.com to see our complete line of transmission components and transmission accessories for your ride.